Well, hello, I'm David Freeman with Is That Really in the Bible? Question, should a Christian be involved in politics? Should a Christian be involved in politics? Yeah, a lot of people will say, oh no, and in fact someone told me you never talk about politics from the pulpit and you never talk about sex from the pulpit. There's two things you don't talk about, sex and politics from the pulpit of a church. Well, I'm not sure about that. A lot of people would say, though, that no, politics should not be involved. We need to sit back, practice our religion, and we need to read the Bible, live the Christian life, and not get involved. And so my question is, should a Christian get involved in politics? Now, I know that, politicians, they've really taken a bad rap. It's sort of like an honest politician. Well, that's a contradiction, and how do you know when a politician is lying? Well, when his lips are moving, and all the jokes that you hear, and like Karnak the Magnificent, good start. 20 politicians at the bottom of the sea. And it's all kinds of jokes out there about politicians. But the word politics is the science or art of government. In other words, how to govern a people or one's life. That's really what the word is. It's the science or art of government. You can go to college to study the science of government or the art of government. And the Bible, believe it or not, is very much concerned with the art of government. Or, I should say, the Bible is very much concerned with politics. In fact, Jesus came on the scene as you realize that Jesus came upon the scene promising, talking about the soon coming kingdom of God. And the people of that time, a lot of his disciples, they wanted that government of God. They wanted a government that would overthrow the Roman existing government, and they were looking for the kingdom of God. And Jesus comes talking about the soon coming kingdom of God that he's going to set up. Now, they didn't know it was going to be 2,000 years later, but that message posed a threat to the established government of Jesus' day. It really did. His very message that he came with posed a threat. And I don't know if you ever thought about this, but if Jesus would not have been considered a political threat, he probably never would have been killed. Let me prove that to you. John 11 and verse 45. It says, Then many of the Jews which came to Mary and had seen the things which Jesus did believed on him. Now this was right after Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. And by this time, Jesus is getting a lot of fame, a lot of recognition. He's actually developing a lot of power here because he's being noticed. Raising a man from the dead, this Lazarus, he'd actually delayed raising him from the dead for 4 days. There was a teaching among the Jews that the spirit of the body hovered around the body for 3 days. So Jesus deliberately waited 4 days, came there, resurrected Lazarus, and people were talking. They were amazed at the power that this man had, and his recognition and fame was growing. But let's notice what happens here in verse 46. But some of them went their way to the Pharisees and told them what things Jesus had done. Yeah, you always got your toadies there going around, Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, What do we do? This man does many miracles. If we let him alone, now notice this, if we let him alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation. Folks, this is politics to the core right here. Jesus posed a threat to the existing government of his day.